Hello, this reading is for Libra. This is your mid-monthly for August. I have shuffled your cards. The cards you got were Peaks of Joy, Take the Next Step Now, Child, Quest, and at the bottom you have Making a Choice, Grief Work, Heart Chakra, and Creation. So for you, Libra, the chakra you're going to be working on is your throat chakra, because out of all the cards, the most color that stood out to me was blue. And it's really weird because when I was shuffling your cards, I was saying, come on, Libra, what does Libra have in my throat? It choked up, so I was like, oh my gosh, they're going to have to work on their throat chakra. So, and then the cards came out, and it was blue was more evident, which were these two cards right here, but then it's some in the sky in the background. So you're going to be focusing on your throat chakra, which is how you communicate and what you communicate. Okay, and if you're a singer, that's even better, because you're going to be working on your throat chakra. That's what you're going to be focusing on. So the song you have is Donald Lawrence, I Am Healed. I don't know if you guys know that song, but that's the song that I felt when I was meditating over your reading. It says, I have a story to tell you about the things that I've been through, but I'm healed. Oh, I'm healed. Basically, you guys have went through a transformation, or you have been healed of something. And so the whole story or the testimony or the testifying that you have is that I'm healed. It's like I'm no longer that person. I'm no longer in that situation. I am healed. It said it had some ups, had some downs, been thrown around, but I'm healed. Oh, I'm healed. Had to wrestle all night long, wondering what went wrong, but I am healed. I don't know why I keep doing that, but the words of the song are very inspiring. So your song, if you choose to listen to get more inspiration or more breakthroughs or just to praise God with, the song I got was Donald Lawrence, I Am Healed. So I will just be the communicator, the messenger, just to let you know that the energy that I feel around you guys is healing energy. And so the reading begins. You have Peaks of Joy. This is about somebody who has just experienced a joyful breakthrough. So now you're at the moment of being at complete joy. It's like nothing can break your joy. You're like, I've been through this, I've been through that. I can stand now. When I did you guys last reading, it wasn't too exciting. This one is a little better. Well, a lot better, because joy is the highest vibration aside from love. So you guys are walking into, if you're not already joyful, know that the song I Am Healed is for your healing. You're going to be healed, and you've been experienced a lot of joy, but it's also about you spreading joy with others. So don't be selfish with your smile, Libra. Don't be selfish with your praise. Don't be selfish with all the love that God is giving you. Share it. Don't give it all away either. Now, we're not going to give it all away, but you got a lot of joy coming into your life if you have not entered it. Trust and believe when I say it's going to be a lot of joy for you, because that is the song. I myself haven't even heard that song in so long. So for you guys to have that, you have a healing coming through, but you're going to be so joyful. So for you to work on your throat chakra, maybe even your singing is going to improve, or if you just communicate, maybe you've been talking about your problems or talking about your issues, that throat chakra is about to open up. You're about to be communicating all types of peace and joy and positivity to people. It's just going to be like you're a changed person, because when you change and you grow, the way you communicate changes, the way you look changes, the things you speak, because you remember life and death lies in the power of the tongue. So if you've been speaking vaguely over your life or things that you shouldn't speak, you're about to start speaking amazing things into your life. And so as a man thinketh, so is he. When you speak those things, the Bible says speak those things that are not as though they were. You're about to speak some things into your life. You better speak joy while you're at it. But somebody has either been speaking joy, or somebody thought enough about you to say, hey, my Libra friend needs some joy. And even if it was God, he's about to pour down you a blessing that you don't have room to receive. And even being joyful is a blessing. So it's not all about material things, because some people have a lot of money and we all know they're not happy on the inside. But you're about to have a lot of joy. And when you have a lot of joy, you attract the things you need anyway. People will just be like, I want to buy you this because I like your smile. Or why are you so happy? And they'll just start spoiling you because they want to be around you. So they're going to do things for you. I don't know why that was that long, but there you go, Libra. Now at the bottom you have making that's your throat chakra opening up. At the bottom you have making a choice. So this is about making a choice. Of course, it's two doors. Both of them look beautiful. One of them looks like day, one of them looks like night. I don't want to say depending on which choice you make, you'll have the joy. But I guess after you enter this joy, you're going to have a lot of decisions. You know, because when you get joyful, things start coming your way. Maybe more business. Maybe you're going to get a new job that makes you joyful. Whatever it is, you're going to have a choice to make. I can't tell you which choice to make. Only you know that. You have to talk to God about it, pray about it, fast about it. But that's the beautiful thing. Once you get into the healing, once you are healed and you get happy, you just start getting blessings out of everywhere. You're like, what was this blessing when I was down? And now you know, like if you haven't had a job in a while and then you finally get a job and then everybody that you applied for prior to start calling you, you're like, y'all can't do that to me. Now, y'all can't do that to me. You should have called me when nobody was calling me. So it's something like that. Even if his relationships have been stalled, everybody about to start saying, where my Libra friend is? Where did she go? Where did he go? Where did he go? So, but you have to make a choice about the new type of things that you do in the new surroundings, because you're in a happy place now. So you can't go back to things that made you get into that place where you had to get that breakthrough, and you can't go back to relationships that weren't healthy and whole. So if the choice is yours, you have to make it. Your life change message says, take the step now. So while you're making this choice, make sure that you move forward. Cancer, I just did the Cancer reading. They had the same card in the same position. Take the next step now. So everybody's making movements at this time. Jupiter's going direct, so everybody's able to move forward. There's still some retrograde energy in the air, but the whole thing is about moving directly forward with positivity. And it's a beautiful thing that you guys get to have joy while you're taking your next step. So you ain't got to be miserable about moving forward. You're like, I was already miserable. I'm healed now. I want to be happy. Don't be boisterous and brag to nobody. But we are to be thankful that God has delivered us from the place he delivered us from. So I'm not going to be mad at y'all if y'all come bragging to me. I don't care, as long as you share your joy. Now don't be like, oh, I'm so happy and you so miserable because you watch me be miserable. Don't do that. Just say, I'm so happy and I don't care that you didn't come. I still love you anyway. Say, I love you for free. At the bottom, you have grief work. Now, this card is saying that either, like I said, you're probably still going through that healing energy and still healing yourself a little bit. But this card is also about you are able to be a counselor. So whatever you just went through or whatever experience you just had, you are, I don't want to say you're certified, because you might not have paperwork, but you have the capabilities with this new joy to help others through their grief without, being an enabler to allow them to stay in their grief and without being down on them, because you know what it feels like for, not to have nobody there. So since you on the other side of that, you're like, you know what, I see you going through, like the people who I said they might be miserable now, since you're on the other side, but you might have to counsel them. You might have to show them how you got through. You might have to pray with them. You might have to speak over them, because your throat chakra is opening up. So you have to speak over them now. You have to love on them and be there for them. So it can work both ways. Either you're still in that healing energy, or you're on the part where it says you're now a counselor, because this grief work card is about you still healing from old grief, but also saying that you're now capable of counseling other people. So if you thought about being a counselor and helping people through situations and holding them and praying for them and allowing them to be at joy, and even being a comedian, if you just got that ultimate joy, even being a comedian is grief work, because it opens people up and delivers them out of the pain. But either way, you're going into a place where you're now on the other side of grief and you're able to help other people. And you got to make a choice about the people that you let back into your life. So I'm just saying. Okay, so for your angel message, you have child. It says, you care deeply about children and they rarely respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Libra, I think you guys got this card before. I don't remember. But it's about you guys being connected to children. It's not a bad thing. Children love you. And especially with that big old smile you're going to have on your face, they're going to be running up to your nieces, nephews. It doesn't matter. But it's about saying we can give you that time. If you want to open up a child daycare, that's how you do your grief work, helping parents out. If that's what you want to do, they are saying that they can see that you care about children. And maybe you want to have a child, but they're saying they're going to open up the schedule for you. Or maybe you just had a newborn and you're like, God, I don't know how to deal with this. It's stressing me out with work. Well, they're saying we can do that for you. Just call on your angels and know that they are there for you. The Bible says, Lord, I'm with you always. Just make sure that you acknowledge that God is there and acknowledge your angels, and they'll be there to help you. At the bottom, you have heart chakra. That's where that blue come in there. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. If you have been going through the ringer and you're like, you know what, I don't even want love. I just want to be happy. Do you want to be happy? He's like, listen, I know you've been through that, but you deserve to be loved, and it is safe for you to love. God wants all his children to love and be loved. That's what he is. Jesus said we ought to love one another as Christ loved us. So we are supposed to have love in our life, pure, wholehearted love, even if it's family. Maybe your children have, been feeling like, Mom, you're not a good mom, you don't spend time with us or something. Or your nieces and nephews, well, Auntie, you ain't been here. Uncle, you ain't been here. Well, They just want to love on you. They don't know how to get your attention. They're saying, we want to love on you because we see you've been going through a lot of grief work. We see you've been healing, but hello, we want to love on you. It is safe. Nobody's going to hurt you this time around, because I get joy thinking about what he's done for me. It's like you got too much joy around you. They not trying to hurt you because they see that you're in a better place. They want you to know we love you. We loved you from the jump. So it's all about love, peace, and joy. Okay. So for your chakra, you have quest. That was your other blue, which allowed me to see that you're about to start speaking in ways that you never spoke before, or singing in ways. It's all about the throat chakra. It's about to open up because you've been through a lot. And when you're joyful, you just start saying so many beautiful things. Don't put your foot in your mouth like I sometimes do. But you're about to be able to just speak a thing and it'll be. Speak those things that are not as though they were. So quest is about this young lady who wanted something different in her life because she was just like, I need to go and do something amazing. And this little boy told her, which is the children. A lot of children are going to start speaking to you. So, and remember the Bible said a child said lead them. So don't be, some people don't like to listen to children, but they are connected to God in ways you'll never know. It could be your own child telling you something that God wants you to know. When they have their dreams and their visions, you should really listen. But this little boy told her, ma'am, you don't have to go all the way across time to begin your journey. Your journey starts right in front of you. Your journey is now. So this is about you guys are looking for a journey or a quest or something to overcome or something just to do. But it's right in front of you. Just don't take it for granted. Listen to the children if they're the ones who tell you. Open up your heart and you'll see it. Even grief work, even helping other people around you is your quest. Even just being happy is a quest, because most people don't know how to be happy, and people see you smile and makes them smile. So this is what this little boy was letting her know, that she's already on her journey now today. At the bottom you have creation. This is about the divine feminine. So this card is saying that open up your creative gifts so you can open up the divine within you. This card says everybody have a gift. If your gift is spreading love or joy, that is still your gift. This is about, it's time for you to awaken to your gifts. Most gifts are through art. Once you start doing the things that you love, the things that please you, like art, music, like I said, your throat chakras open up. Speaking, maybe it's speaking. Maybe it's just loving people. Maybe it's just a sensitive, this lady here is sensitive and gentle. Maybe it's just a sensitive, gentle, kind nature. Maybe it's your beauty. Look how beautiful she is. Maybe it's the way you dress. Maybe you're a fashionista. You need to start decorating clothes, designing clothes, finding people who will help you out with the materials and getting you in that drive of doing the things that open up your heart, because that's what it's about. Doing your creative gifts and opening your heart. That's what make you stand out from everybody else. That's what allows you to be in the flow of life again. So it's time for you to start creating with your gifts and your art. God gave each of us a gift, and we have to give it back to him. We have to use it. So that was a lot to say. There you go. That's your reading, Libra. I'm going to do your recap. But do remember that your throat chakra is opening up. You could drink honey, tea, do some meditative work, pray. I'm trying to give you different ways to open your throat chakra. Honey, tea, praying, meditating. Just different ways. What else I was about to say? I guess nothing else, but I guess nothing else, but you can also, oh yes, communication, the way you communicate with yourself. The way you communicate with yourself is sometimes how you communicate with other people. So if you are hard on yourself and you talk to yourself like you shouldn't have done that and things like that, that is how you're going to communicate with other people. So, starting with self-communication is another way of opening your throat chakra. Listen to how you speak to yourself. And that is how you will know how you are speaking to other people. Take the time to speak to yourself positively. I don't want you to answer yourself as if you're just hallucinating, but speak to yourself. It's like, what do I feel? What do I want? What do I need? Those things are how you open your throat chakra, because you're being honest with yourself and speaking to yourself. So I don't want to speak too fast, but this is your recap, Libra. Remember, the song you got was Donna Lawrence, I Am Healed. So you're about to go experience a whole bunch of joy. God said, I bless you for the things you've been through. He said, restore the years that I've sown in tears. That's what it is. That's another gospel song. I don't know what it is. So whatever tear you cry, you get double joy. If you believe it. Now, don't just listen and then not believe it. You got to believe it and receive it in your heart. So you're about to embark upon a journey that is going to bring you so much joy. But you have to make a choice to leave some things behind. Everybody can't go with you because everybody didn't struggle with you. Everybody can't be blessed with you. You can bless them. I'm not saying don't give them anything. I'm just saying everybody wasn't there watching you put everything together and watching you go through everything, and everybody didn't have your back. So you got to make a choice. And even people who had your back, you got to make sure that they are ready to experience joy and not bring more chaos into your life. You have to make that choice and Make the job, if it's about a job, make sure it's a job that's going to be conducive to your health. Not nothing that's going to bring you stress after you just made it through this time that you've gone through. Even if it was for 2 weeks, it still was something that you went through. So make the right choice. And now is the time to take that step and move forward. Counting it all joy. I'm going to keep saying it. Counting it all joy. Count it all joy. Because now you're able to help other people go through situations, because you have come to the point where you are healed, either from childhood issues, either from a bad relationship, from things that happened on your job, anything it was that happened, you have been healed from it. You can heal other people. Do not be embarrassed or ashamed about the things that you have gone through, for that is now your testimony. That now allows you to help other people. When you open up about the circumstances you've gone through, other people can feel that, and they're able to be healed, and now they know that they can trust you because they know you've gone through the same thing. Sometimes we are able to help people, but they don't understand how we can help them. And it's about opening up your throat chakra and saying, well, you know, sis, I went through that too. Sometimes we even embarrassed to tell our family that we went through the same thing they went through, but that is how we heal one another. And you have child. You're going to be helping a lot of children, or children just love you. Point blank in the period. I don't know how this child relates to you. It could be your own child. Maybe you want a child. It could be your nieces, nephews. All you need to know is God is with you. And it says even your own inner child. If your inner child was hurt during childhood, you've done the grief work, you're healed. You can help other people heal their own inner child. And understand that your heart is open. Allow people to come to you. If they're talking about their inner childhood issues, don't be afraid. You know you've been there. That's your grief work. That's your commitment to society now, to help others laugh. That's your commitment. You have to make that commitment. But your heart is open to be loved and be loved. There's people around you that know that you've been through it. They want to love on you. I'm about to say they're very apologetic. I don't know for sure, but that's what I feel. They're very apologetic. Some people don't know that you're going through things, and some people don't know how to still love you through it, so they walk away because they don't want to add more pressure, but they love you and they want to be around you, Libra. Please open up and know that the journey you are on is the journey that you need to be on, because it's leading you somewhere positive, and it is time for you to take that pain and make something creative. It's time for you to take that joy. Forget the pain. We left it behind. But even that pain brought about something. Even if you were writing every day, if you were fasting every day, something you did, something comes out of it. I was about to say, a young lady told me that your pain is your purpose. So you're about to create something amazing. It doesn't have to be heavy. It could just be simple as fashion. Because when I saw this is the first time I ever looked at her clothing. I always just look at the bottom and read it, but I saw this. So maybe one of you Libras are a fashionista and you need to create some clothing. Whatever it is, you're on a journey to have joy, and you're about to create something very amazing and beautiful. I don't want to say it's going to be bigger than life, but I do want to say it's going to bless enough people, because you're doing healing work for others now because you have your joy. Just take the next step. So that's your reading, Libra. I hope you guys enjoy, and this is your mid-monthly. I will be back in 2 weeks. So the song is Donald Lawrence, I Am Healed. I Am Healed.